not good at pretending, though. That's the thing. That's why I got sober pretty early in life. Most people wait till they're in their like 40s or 50s to get sober. But my liver was plumb tuckered out, you know? Can you see the way I chew on my hands? Anyway. Yeah, lying is not something that we do naturally. I think that's why I'm like a kid at heart, because I'm so honest that it pisses people off. But I get along better with children because children don't have that inclination to lie or exaggerate or leave out certain parts of the story. You know, like they will tell you everything and they don't care if you want to know or not. Children are like, they are the ultimate truth tellers. Like they overshare before social media ruined that, okay? And they're really good at sniffing people out. They can tell if somebody's good or bad. They can tell if somebody doesn't have good intentions. I think it's because they're naturally intuitive, and then that shit gets beaten out of them by the world. And then whatever like individuality they had, like when their personality was developing, they're trained to be ashamed of that. They're trained to be afraid of that. You know, nobody should be afraid of themselves. Like, I don't understand these people that are like, I'm afraid of my thoughts. I'm afraid to be alone with myself. That's a personal problem. That's a personal problem, dude. It really is. I mean, look, I used to be my own worst enemy because I have a camera crew of self-awareness, and so I'm my own worst critic. You know, like I can critique myself way harsher than anybody thinks that they can critique me. That's why I laugh when people insult me, because I'm like, is that the best you got? 'Cause I can come up with at least 25 things off the top of my head that are way worse than that. But that's because I see myself, and I hear myself, and I know myself, and I feel myself, and I understand myself, and there's a lot of shit that I've seen me do wrong. There's a lot of shit that I've heard myself say that I probably shouldn't have said. I at least should have said it a different way. Or I should have picked a different time to say it. Live and learn though, right? Hopefully that's what we do. I don't think a lot of people do.